Okay, we did 6 in class, so let's do number 7. I've got cosecant squared x minus cosecant of x minus 2 equals 0. So a few alarms should be going off in your head, right? I got something squared, something to the first power, and then a constant on the caboose. That should be like, oh man, this guy's quadratic. I'm going to be using u substitution. But cosecant might be a little unfamiliar to you at this time. He's another reciprocal identity. The cosecant of x. Sorry, my children are playing upstairs. The cosecant of x is equivalent to 1 over the sine of x. He's the reciprocal identity for sine. Okay. So I'm going to use u substitution to solve this guy because he looks quadratic. So I'm going to let u equal the cosecant of x. So now I'm going to rewrite this guy as u squared minus u minus 2 equals 0. If I wanted to factor this guy, I would get u minus 2 times u plus 1 equals 0. Set each factor equal to 0. I'm sorry. Yeah, my kids are screaming. It is what it is. Okay. So then now I have u equals 2, u equals negative 1. I'm going to go back in and substitute that u equals cosecant of x to get my actual solutions for x. I wanted to solve for x, not for u. I've got cosecant of x is equal to 2. Cosecant of x is equal to negative 1/2. Okay, so if you remember that cotangent problem that we did, right? If cosecant of x can equivalently be written as 1 over the sine of x, and I have 2 over 1 over here, I could just cross multiply to find out what the sine of x would be equal to. So I'm going to put that over here. I've got 2 sine x equals 1. Divide both sides by 2. Sine x equals 1/2. Okay, cool. So that's one of my solutions. I know that sine x and 1/2 are both on my common trig ratios chart. I'm good to go with that one. Let's do this guy. Cosecant x can be rewritten as 1 over sine x equals negative 1 over 1. Cross multiply. Okay, so now I've got my two things that I'm trying to solve for. I got sine x is equal to 1/2, sine of x is equal to negative 1. All right, so negative 1 is going to be on the unit circle. Okay, and I'm looking for where the y coordinate is negative 1. X is cosine, y is sine, y is sine. So I'm looking for where y is negative 1, and that's going to happen at 3 pi over 2. So I've got x is equal to 3 pi over 2 for this solution down here, and then I have to find the solutions for this guy. Okay, so I have 1/2, and I'm looking at sine. So I'm going to go to my common trig ratios chart. I'm looking at sine. I'm looking at a trig ratio of 1/2. I'm going to go up to find the angle, and it's pi over 6. Pi over 6 is my reference angle here. So I'm going to draw my little quadrants. Pi over 6 is my reference angle. The trig ratio is positive, so I'm going to be looking in the first two quadrants where sine is positive. I reject these two down here. I select these two quadrants up here. So let's take that reference angle of pi over 6 and let's rotate them into quadrant 2 and see what we end up getting. So I'm going to add 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, 4 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6. It's going to be this guy. Okay, so my solutions for sine x equals 1/2 are going to be x equals pi over 6, 5 pi over 6. So now I'm going to put the two solutions together, list them in order. X equals pi over 6, 3 pi over 2. Oh, wait, 5 pi over 6 comes before that. Sorry. 5 pi over 6, 3 pi over 2.